What's going on there, citizens of the Reject Nation? Greg here. John just showed up at my doorstep.
John.
How you doing?
I'm so good.
Good. I'm glad to hear you're good. Guys, I got a couple of text messages today. When it's text, it's serious. Of people saying, did you see the Ghost Rider Easter egg in the new She-Hulk featurette? And I says, nay, haven't seen that featurette yet. And what? There's a Ghost Rider Easter egg in here. So I'm like, is there going to be a Ghost Rider cameo in this show? Is he going to be a character finally returning in She-Hulk?
Legal troubles for Ghost Rider.
So it's like easy to miss, blink and you'll miss kind of deal. So I'm going to be on the lookout for that. But I also hear the featurette in and of itself is actually really great. So ladies and gentlemen, please leave a like. That is so appreciated. Doesn't take a lot of work on your end. Don't be lazy. Leave that like. Also, this is a part of shopzeroedition.com. And if you guys ever end up wanting to support us by checking out our awesome merch over there, tag us on social media when you're rocking the gear. Let's get to it. She-Hulk! 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 She-Hulk!
It's true. I am a Hulk.
And count it.
Jennifer Walters is an attorney who has accidentally taken in the Hulk's blood and has become
like a chick Hulk. A She-Hulk?
Exactly.
She-Hulk, attorney at law. That's got a nice ring to it.
that name better not stick.
There's something so surreal and so funny about a giant 6'7" Hulk in the courtroom.
It was about putting a real human being into these absurd situations.
Oh, cool.
It's just like as cool and edgy as we can get away with.
Girl, your ass looks crazy right now. It's something that you think you knew, which is law shows, and something that you think you know, which is Marvel
shows, yeah.
Smashed together.
Get that Wong.
This show is so much fun.
It all has this tongue-in-cheek, self-referential thing going on.
In the comics, she broke the fourth wall and was super meta.
Just want to make sure that you don't think this is one of those cameo every week type of shows. Well, except Bruce. And Blonsky. And Wong.
She spent all this time becoming a lawyer, and this idea of being a superhero is not appealing to her.
Being a superhero is a trial by fire.
Oh, I'm not a superhero. I just want to be a normal, anonymous lawyer.
That's not going to happen.
No going back to what you were before. Who's going to protect the world if not people like you?
This is expanding the definition of what a Marvel Studios production can be.
That's cool to hear.
This is a radical, revolutionary show.
Can we get some shots, please? It's an emergency.
Where's that Ghost Rider Easter egg?
I was going to say, is it in that like alleyway moment with the three goons or
What?
something?
Hold on. Let me play this back a little bit.
We got to look even closer.
What? Where is it? I mean, I really like that. I got a bunch of thoughts off of this. We're definitely jump cutting around here, guys. Just a little heads up. This is not real time. I haven't been here in a while. 10 minutes later, I found it. The Johnny Blaze Easter egg right there. All right. Do you see it?
Yes, the poster. Yes.
Oh, dang.
Dang.
This
really
looks like it's an actual Johnny Blaze show. This looks like that's where he's at, where Wong's breaking through.
Is he like a magician in this universe?
I'm not sure what's going on here. That definitely says Johnny Blaze, right?
Yeah. It
And
definitely says Blaze, and it's enough letters to be Johnny.
And it looks like they've already cast their Johnny Blaze?
Maybe.
Holy crap, who is that? You can't make out who that is.
It's Nicolas Cage. He's back.
Oh, that's crazy. And it looked like some of the creatures were the same creatures from the Shang-Chi movie. Wong's going to be fighting them, and he's going to be so heavily involved in here. But dang, that's wild. So, man, I've had so much doubts about that whole hearing about, the Thing possibly cameoing in here. But the fact that if this looks like we're going to see an actual Johnny Blaze, because it seems like this is the show that Wong is breaking through the curtains, or at least there's like no one here in the audience. Maybe it's a rehearsal or something like that.
Yeah, and there are hell things happening in this scenario that Wong needs to intervene upon, so it's not a big leap to imagine that maybe some supernatural, nefarious business is going down here at the show.
I mean, I love this featurette. Moving past the excitement of that. Yeah, that took a long ass time to find. Moving past the excitement of that, I gotta say that like everything that I've ever heard from my friends who are all big fans of the comics of She-Hulk, they say that like this really feels like She-Hulk. And then seeing what these creators behind the series are talking about it. And it's really easy to do that. We've seen that with a lot of movies and shows that have utterly failed before and don't represent what they say they're drawing inspiration from. But the vibes that I'm getting seem like, for the most part, obviously there's some different stuff going on here in terms of origin and whatever. She still could have been shot, and then that's why Bruce had to give her some of his blood from the trailers, that it's stemming from a car crash accident. But I feel like maybe the gunshot thing happened probably beforehand. I just don't want to put that in the trailer, so it might be too dark. But as it stands, you know, like the breaking of the fourth wall, the personality, the life, even the cameos. Like she said, Marvel, I feel like, intentionally put that in the trailer to go, I don't want you to think that. That way we could have surprises, because we already know Daredevil is going to be in here. That's already confirmed. The last trailer showed us. We know, of course, Emil Blonsky, Wong, all the other rumors, and considering what her job is and who she has to be representing, what the She-Hulk character is, just seems like we're going to be getting, you know, more cameos, maybe even Multiverse of Madness. So I don't know. But yeah, as it stands, I really thought this featurette was pretty awesome. I'm pretty hyped for this show. Have felt just so sincere in everything it's trying to do. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
I couldn't agree more, and it's just nice to see like how much love and faith they seem to be putting into this show, especially like Kevin Feige talking about it. Yeah, just the more we see from it, the more excited I become. And everybody has been talking about the effects, but even that too, like especially on She-Hulk herself, the more I see of that, the more I just sort of start to lose it into, you know, the character. And I think that's a really cool thing, because there are characters covered in prosthetics where you see the prosthetics and then you're sort of like, I'm aware they're there, but the content is good enough that I'm looking past that. And I feel like that'll be the effect ultimately with some of the CGI, if it, you know, is noticeably CG'd or whatever. But yeah, like I love how much of the spirit they seem to be leaning into, and I'm sure people are going to be like, oh, you're trying to get in on Daredevil, but like She-Hulk was breaking the fourth wall before that. And so yeah, I don't know, this looks like a really lovely translation of what the source material is, and it looks really fun, and it also looks like it has potential to be something very satisfyingly interconnected in a very obvious way that might get people a bit more on board with the overall Phase 4 as well. So
amen to that, Sister John. Alrighty, guys. Well, what did you think about this? Did you catch that upon first viewing? Because if no one told me about it, that would have completely flown over my head. Subscribe, click that notification bell, leave a like. There's so much Marvel stuff to talk about right now. It's just a Marvel week. That's what this is. Let's end this with a... Michael B, Omni Media. Michael, you've been killing it lately, dude. I saw that on your channel. You finally watched the movie Logan. Loved your reaction. I know, even we get that a lot when we have a first time watching. My end, I was like, wow, can't believe you haven't seen this movie yet, especially with how much more you have seen than both John and I combined. Yes. I'm so surprised you hadn't seen it yet. It's a great reaction. I highly recommend you guys go watch it. Michael is constantly killing it. He's actually a really good friend of ours as well. Please show your support. Part of this reaction review community. I do think he's one of the best and will be absolutely one of the biggest as long as this man stays consistent. I mean that with the utmost sincerity. So give this man a follow. Talk with y'all soon.